Wait 2 more minutes. We are discussing about AWS fundamentals and why AWS is invented by Amazon. We will see about practicals today. Wait 2 more minutes. Our students is joining. Okay. AWS service models. We are discussing about AWS service models. In the AWS service model, what is EC2? This is the reason EC2. Amazon it will treated as EC2. Okay, what is elastic cloud computing? Okay, AWS firstly invented by infrastructure as a service. Later, 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 very competition. Another platform as a service invented. Okay, this too is invented by AWS. Infrastructure as a service is the first. Next, platform as a service is the second. First, in the infrastructure as a service, we need to create the infrastructure based on your requirements. Based on your requirement. Okay. Suppose in earlier platform as a service is Azure. Azure. This is AWS invented for software as a service invented by Salesforce. Salesforce that was here everything is maintained by provider. For here everything is maintained by provider. Here we need provider only provides. This is I will show you architecture. I created one of okay. This is my friend asked Sharif is the client asking for I need one application. Okay, which environment is best job? Which jobs is best? And he said infrastructure as a service have more jobs. That is solution architecture AWS. In the AWS, we have lot of data centers and VPCs and networks and everything is maintained only until here. We are maintained until here only. Okay. But SaaS, we can entire thing is maintained. Okay. But in this internally, we can call it about AWS is a provider. Internally, we can call it as AWS provider. It provides infrastructure as a service model. Infrastructure as a service model. Okay. Infrastructure as a service model. In this, we can manage only application and data, but Salesforce everything is maintained by provider to provide the application and the network level, and everything is maintained by the provider. Okay, I will show you what is provider is to provide the application support and infrastructure build. This is AWS is very popular. First, it started as a store book, and upcoming days, he invented a data center that is nothing but infrastructure as a service. Okay, that is the big thing in this. In this, this is infrastructure. Whatever it is, we can check here. Instance, whatever instance we can check here, and load balancer, elastic IP address. In a platform, in a software as a service, we can create separate environments. That is, okay, it is very difficult to manage all the things. So here AWS is responsibility to create, to maintain all your servers and data centers, databases, all networks. In physical servers, we need to difficult to manage all servers. We can migrate it into the IAA, infrastructure as a service. Okay, that is the main scenarios. In the AWS dashboard, we can use all the companies. We can use B2C migration. Migration will be going on. Virtual machines to cloud. There is rsync. There must be rsync command is there, and we can use this to sync cloud machines to B2C machine. Okay, by using this rsync machine, okay, by using rsync, we can use OS team. We can do it this. After that, we can use create the AWS image, AWS image, and load RHL ISO image inbuilt available. No need to download and no need to everything is there available and we can do elastic IP and auto scaling groups and elastic and S3 buckets. We can do whatever it is, and end of the month we can pay, based on the usage we can pay the amount like this we can use. But in SaaS we can take 30 GB or 40 GB. We can use 20 GB and the remaining is we can keep it as a empty. So it waste of time. So what, how much GB you can use? We can use rest of, we can increase by using a sprung volume or add extended volume. We can use in the image, elastic image. Okay, go to the volumes. Go to the volume. We created one volume and created one volume like this. Okay, I will show you how to extend the volumes. I am creating EC2 instance. I have no instances are there, so I terminated my instance. Launch instance. This is the regions is available in, okay, Hyderabad region also available. AP South East 2, I think. AP South 2. Recently, AWS is invented by AWS. Okay, I am using AWS Amazon Linux, or this is the machines. Every machine have ID is available. See, this is the IDs. AMI is the ID, Amazon Machine Identification Number. Every machine have identification number is there. Every machine have security rules, and every machine have TCP IP protocols. Okay, we can add security. We can add the security groups and add 80 and 443. We can use. Okay, say we can add the volume. We can use add. 10 GB is the by default. This is the root volume, not encrypted. Launch the EC2 instance. Oh, okay. Here already key pair is there, right? AWS. We can use already one key pair. Last class I used this. Okay, after this, say this is the provider to provide the application, all the things. Okay, provider network related DC data centers virtualization. These are the responsibility for the provider, but customer we can support the application. There is application team member support admins, database admins, OS admins are available in this. The only this is the responsibilities we can take care by application supports, and remaining thing we can take care by the providers. This is AWS provider. Okay, after this, in this we can no need worry about your servers, and no need we provide worry about your data centers and everything. No need to control your servers. Azure we can take care about this. Second place, Azure is there, platform as a service. In the Azure, same console is there, same Azure console is there. Here one machine is there, virtual machine. We can create the virtual machine and we can launch the machine, and we can load the machine, and we can integrate the machine with your application. Okay, this already I did. I will show you in the upcoming classes. This is one instance, and this is the volume is created. Okay, if you not use an instance, you can delete the instance. Okay, create volume. You can use SSD and HD hard disk drive. Okay, SSD. Okay, general purpose we can use. Extended we can use extended volume, add tags, create volume, create, and add that volume to the current volume. Okay, like this we can use. In this only 3 minutes to complete the setup, but software as a service we need to take in care at least 3 hours to build the servers, right? So in this everything is very easy to use. AWS image and have a high availability and scalability, auto scaling groups, and S3 bucket. Everything is group good. Okay, for this elastic beanstalk to deploy the AWS in the Amazon console, we can use to deploy the application in the AWS. Easy to kick deployment of the applications. We are seeing this. And manage web servers, create an application, web server environment or worker environment. I am using web server environment. My is ICICI, or we can use IBM WebSphere. Is one of the application we can treat. Okay, we can use sample application or upload your code. I have no code. Okay, local file, or you can use this, or you can use GitHub. You can use single instance using spot high availability, using spot on demand, custom availability. We can use. You can use Java code. I have sample application. You can create IAM role and not assign it. So I am not created IAM role. Okay. Okay. Availability zones. This is availability zones. Next, you can create like this. Okay. Like this, you can create. You can use it like this. Create environment like this. Okay. For delete, we can use action under delete terminate environment after coming up. Okay. For this EC2 instance, E2C is a service from AWS where we launch E2C instance. There is a three T's: elasticity, and scalability, high availability. These are already knows everybody's. High availability means failover control and everything. It will come at a high availability. There may be a cluster is there. The cluster consists of two application servers. We can merge one cluster. In the cluster, in this one application server is down, another application server is working fine. No business loss. Okay, this is nothing about high availability. We can call double. Next, we can deploy the application by using Java or .NET etc. in the AWS console. There is nothing is there. Okay, and these all are nothing about shared responsibility models. These are all the things nothing but shared elasticability models. In every organization, we can maintain some of the physical servers, some of the VMwares are available. Okay, VMware maintained by the infrastructure team. Application is maintained by admin teams, any application related issues, all the things. But here AWS is responsibility for everything. We need to support the application. That's it. Remaining everything is maintained by infrastructure as a service. It is maintained by AWS. After 3 4 years, AWS is invented by platform as a service also. Okay. Now now AWS and Azure both are maintained infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. Both must and should be maintained by Azure and AWS. Okay. This is the responsibility, customer only responsibility for the application. Application means code, data means database. We can maintain only this. In providers, in Salesforce, we can everything is maintained by the provider only. It is very difficult to manage virtualization and network, everything. So all members we can migrate V2C to cloud, V2C or P2C. Okay. In this, we can use private cloud and public cloud. We can use public cloud and private cloud and mixed cloud are there. In a public cloud means everybody can use access public and privately. But private cloud means we can use the private cloud within the organizations. We cannot use outside. Okay, only within the organization we can create. Okay, launching in the environment in the elastic build stack we can deploy the application, and in the application we can test the application. Okay, like that we can use. We can next class we can commit as elasticity and scalability and high availability. We can come in the next class. Elastic Cloud, VMware already knows in the VMware last class. I will tell you clearly how to create virtual machine, and there is 3 hours time taken. But AWS console only 3 minutes to build a servers. Okay, AWS is a group of services. What services AWS provide? Infrastructure as a service means auto scaling groups and network models and deployment models and service models and elastic buckets and S3 data centers and VPC cloud and subnetworks. These are the group of services AWS is provide. Okay, these are must and should be uh, keep it in mind. Okay, it is very easily to use AWS. Okay, there is there is a SaaS is very difficult. PaaS is better than SaaS. IAAS is very better than both SaaS and PaaS. Nowadays, IAAS is very good in the market. Infrastructure as a service. Okay, please learn AWS. Very easy concept. Before that, we can learn about SaaS and IA, SaaS and PaaS and IaaS, infrastructure as a service and platform as a service, software as a service. We can use software, we can build the application and deploy the application using the tools. We can use this SaaS. Okay, this is elastic. Tomorrow we can trade. We can next class. We can elastic 3 T's. We can treat it as elasticity and scalability and a high availability. We can treat. Okay, we can treat. You can briefly learn about this. Okay, we can in the SaaS. We can build only Java related and .NET related platform applications. Okay, in AWS, No, nothing matter. We can deploy any type of application. Okay, either .NET or Java, whatever it is. We can deploy any type of application, Python or Ruby, whatever application we need to deploy in the AWS console. What are the service models available in AWS means there is one is infrastructure as a service, another one is platform as a service, another one is software as a service. These three are considered as a service models. Okay, one of the certification question, what are the service models available in AWS? This is one of the interview question. There are three service models is available in AWS. One is infrastructure as a service, another one is platform as a service, another one is software as a service. Is the three service models. What are the difference between three models means provider supports only virtualization and network parts, but a provider only supports everything is in SaaS, everything is maintained by the providers. We can call like this, we can tell in the interview point of time. Okay, IAAS is very good in the market. We can learn IAAS very easily. How to create the elastic Kubernetes cluster and how to build a cluster, how to build EC2 instance very easily. All in my channel already few days back, elastic Kubernetes cluster using AWS CLI already completed. Please watch this. How to create elastic Kubernetes. There is a cube CFG file is there. We can all cluster map in the cube CFG in that in the all cube CFG .xml file consists of all port numbers, all XML, all cluster members like plugin CFG.xml. We can treat it as plugin CFG.xml in the cube CFG.xml. We can treat it as plugin CFG.xml in WebSphere. Okay, in the cube CFG.xml consists of all pods, all VPCs, all virtual private cloud members. Everything is mentioned under cube CFG.xml. Okay, don't forget this. Very easily created clusters in the AWS. Okay, and easily monitor application by using a cloud watch monitoring tool. You can use, you can subscribe, already shows how to subscribe. Okay, go to the cloud watch, there is subscription is there, create subscription and add email id and add your phone number, everything is there. You can easily use your subscription. Okay, and we can deploy one terraform code and we can use that and we can run that. CPU utilization is very high and can alert is coming into the phone. Your CPU one of the your instance is running very high CPU utilization more than 80%. Please look at your instance. It will clearly be there in AWS, but SaaS we can trigger an incident team will be look at that. But AWS we can trigger in mobile. Okay, we can easily log into instance and we can check easily. This is available in AWS console. Okay, this is tomorrow's class. We can treat about elasticity and scalability and high availability. One of the my friend Sharif is asking, so I need to explain this. Okay, this is a diagram. Any type of application we can deploy in infrastructure as a service. Okay, and Azure also can deploy. Azure means only supports .NET applications. Azure .NET application means .NET we can use .NET 3.5 framework. We can use Visual Studio .NET. Previously we can use, okay, for run all .NET applications in that. We can use MVC applications, all the things we can run in AW in Visual Studio .NET. But Eclipse you can use Java based applications. But Azure, but AWS, there is no limit. You can run any type of code in the AWS. Okay, this is the powerful tool, a powerful console in the market, infrastructure as a service. Okay, this is the VMware. In the physical machines, there is hardware is available. In the Hyper-V is available. Hyper-V, there is VTX and VTD is available and power off. and press F2 in the Dell laptop. There is BIOS and the security option. In the security option, there is visualization is tool available or not. We can enable or disable. We can use up arrows. Okay, up arrows are available. Okay, this is the thing about visualization and all the things. Please avoid all VMwares and physical machines. Please use Amazon console for easily use. There is no burden and no data loss. Nothing is there. Amazon AWS is maintaining all the things. Okay. Or you can control based on the regions, all the things. Okay, thank you for watching this. Tomorrow's class we can come up with elasticity and scalability and high availability, and what is the elastic bean stack. We can briefly explain in the next class. Okay, please learn how what is HTTP, what is HTTPS, and what is the port number of RDP 33389. Can trade RDC. But how to our cloud application we can log in, we can think about, right, by using RDC, remote desktop connection. We can use this, and we can use this. We can use this. We can access the cloud applications by using remote desktop connection. RDC 3389 is the port number. By this, okay, like this we can connect RDC. We can accessing the cloud related applications. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, thank you for watching this. Tomorrow's class we can commit up with three T's. One is elasticity, one is scalability, one is high availability, and another concept is elastic bean stack. We deploy the application and run the application, test the application. Any type of application we can test in the elastic bean stack. .NET or Java or Python, Ruby, whatever it is. Okay. Previously, we can aware with the Java-based applications. We can deploy in a WebSphere level. Now in AWS, any type of application we need to deploy. AWS, you can take care. No issues. We can build your code in your own laptop and upload the code in the bin stack. Upload local code, and you can run here, test AWS console. If any errors you can show here in the console. No errors, we can run properly. We can test the URL. Okay, in a previously there is, we can give HTTPS 10.11.12.23.9.443.abc. This is the one of the URL. If suppose URL is not working, you can use another URL. It is very difficult, right? It is very difficult. Suppose this application deploying the server, not access. You can use this. This also not access. We can use this. It will not. This is the not a market, right? Okay, so we cannot use like that. We can three servers. We can get one URL, google.com or one application.com. We can URL. You can access the application. These three are internal purpose. You can use this. Okay, internal purpose. We can access the application. We can use all the things. Okay, come up with a cluster and all the things. Okay, this is the thing about this. Okay, tomorrow's class will teaching about elasticity and scalability, high availability. We see. Okay, thank you for watching this. Tomorrow's class we can treat it as very high elasticity and all the things. How to deploy the code in elastic bean stack. Okay, subscribe the channel. Okay.